Yo guys, what's up? What's good? What's afternoon? It's your boy. Key spells the where's the D silent? Key. It's your boy Daki. It's spelled D-L-K-I-E-E-R with me in the studio chilling with me is Paul Way. Paul, what's good?
What's good, my people? Man, I'm alright, man. I'm chilled, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I like the I'm listening. Today's Friday actually, so
Yeah, we're dressing down.
we're just like Friday. Anyway, show us today we are talking about two amazing female folks who they've done a lot for the culture. They've done their beat in making Afro beats where it is. At the moment, we're gonna begin with Tiwa Savage to start with. And then Tiwa Savage, like you've always said, she's been on should I say giveaway spree?
Sure.
She's been on the giving back. Yeah, that's right. So she's been on the giving back to the culture space. So just have an amazing project. I will just come work on it. We saw what she did that with BC. Massacre produced that one and Majid on the song. So Savage jumped on it. An amazing one. We saw obviously I know you guys would not talk about Tiwa Savage collaboration without mentioning who is your guy. That's like the biggest one she's had this year. An amazing doing good. So when she came through with her own personal song, Stamina. And she had Young John and Ayra on that one, and it went bonkers. People have been doing, always kids have been endorsing me. Don Jazzy have been doing more reach to that one and everything. Three amazing projects this year. Stamina, Use Your Guy remix, Basic. Which one would you say is the top notch one for Tiwa Savage?
I think it's very hard to put them in a percentile form, but the truth of the matter is all three songs are dope songs, and the features are also very great. We say Majid did the madness on that song,
Yeah.
and then Tiwa Savage just jumps on it to just solidify, what everybody knew how to be like, the African queen right now. You get me? And then of course, the Spiral song, which is obviously one of like the biggest right now in terms of trends,
Yeah.
and acceptability. Of course, she laced that one on 100% level. And our star. Tiwa Savage featuring Starr and Young John on Stamina, obviously, like that's like a straight out like hit record one time. So I think all three songs are great songs, but the one that would be a standout for me would actually be the Young John one. That's my own opinion. Stamina and the Marion Star.
I think for the fact that I know you as a person, I feel like the fact that actually get your attention is when Young John. Whenever I hear that Young John part, I have to watch his face. You see like his expressions. I love that.
Young John kill it for me, man. Kill it for me, man. It always gets me like every time.
Young John.
Every time.
Yeah, you get him on the moving on. We just like you mentioned, Ayra was on that one, Stamina, and then at the moment of 2022 for the first quarter, I think Tiwa Savage and Ayra have been doing the most.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they've dropped projects and they've been on features and all of that. So they've had like more projects for the year. And these guys are as against a previous year, we will have like by 10 would have done something. BML would have done something. Like a bunch of them would have had. But then for this year, Ayra and Tiwa Savage have been on leading the pack, and they've done amazingly well on that one, holding it down for them where the rest of them are. We're still waiting for Thames. They just promised us that they're still sleeping. She said they are going to wake up very, very soon. But for Ayra, we saw when she came through with Ability, which obviously was doing mad bonkers. At the time, we saw where when Man scored against Fulham, Sabitzer scored the goal, and we saw where they used Ability song for the Sapitza. So more like Sabi for some persons. That did good to Ayra song because most of the UK guys were familiar with the song. But then the big one is the fact that Ayra now became the first female Nigerian artist to surpass 100 million streams. I saw that this morning. And I was saying the first clip. When I saw that, I was like, no, someone that would have done it. But funny how no African female artist has ever done it in history. From Nigeria, none of them. Thames Ice is 72 with Free Mind. Tiwa is about 40 or something thereabout. But then I'm sure Thames is 72, sure, and then Ayra has surpassed 100 million. What do you think? And with the song Rush, what do you think she did correctly to get 100 million Spotify?
Truth of the matter is, first off, is talent. Ayra is very talented, and of course, literally all her songs, cut across different demographic. Like children listen, the middle age, the aged people they listen to. Check most of all her songs. So the acceptability is there. It's very widely accepted. and of course the management in terms of push, in terms of the right channels to actually promote these songs, in terms of international acceptability as well to across borders as well, Africa, Europe, everywhere literally. So I feel that talent of course is one thing, and then the push from her and her team as well, and then the type of songs that she sings. It's just like she really like gets into the studio and says to herself like, okay, I feel like this one song is going to be sung by literally everybody. So it's less explicit, right? So it's like you might not necessarily find any vulgarity
Yeah,
in
you might
her
not
and her
find, yeah.
song. So it makes it more like very very accepted, widely accepted. So it's not like restricted to like a certain market.
And it's still on this conversation, yeah. And for the male guys, we've seen a lot of guys surpass 100 million. We've
Right.
seen Oxley surpass 100 million, or Malia surpass
Right.
100 million.
Right.
Burna Boy Whiskey Davido surpass 100
True.
million.
True.
Rema is about 600. No, CK is about 600 plus. Rema surpass 100. So we've seen like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily even A-list artists.
Yeah.
Just do good song and you surpass.
Yeah.
So why is the male guys having like a bigger share when it comes to these figures, and then the female just one person surpass 100 million?
So this is the conversation we've had, on this set many times, and I've reiterated that the females need to come together to actually try as much as possible to support themselves. One thing that you've always seen in terms of the other side of the spectrum, where it's like the male, artists, they're always like supporting themselves. They're always like either ganging up in collaborations, or they are, sharing their music by themselves. So it's like I use my platform, I use my wider audience to also like rub off on your own audience. So it's like almost like a collaborative effort, even if it's not like jumping on the actual song, but in terms of promotion, in terms of reach, I was like, okay, like you see what's going on with Odumodu Black right now. It's like it's just like another type of awakening for him right now, because Wizkid is vibing to it, because this person is vibing to it. Everybody's like Odumodu Black, even people who knew him before and stayed silent, not even mentioning him. I'm mentioning him right now. So it's that kind of prototype I've always like called for. Like females need to like, I'm not calling it like sit down together. It's going to be like a gang up. They need to gang up together to say, yo, listen, we are here for you. The OGs are gonna say to the newbies like, yo, we are here for you. We have a platform already. So I feel like right now, like the female folks need to actually do like a top type of resurgence, and try to get themselves together and say, you know what, we need to actually do way better than we're doing right now, because all these milestones are achievable.
True.
In the other part.
True. So
they need to actually find the solution. The solution is for them to collaborate together, work together, and it's easy. It's easy. Very easy. Very easy.
Anyways, talking about the two folk playing the part for the female guys and everything. Ayra and Tiwa Savage, Mama Jam Jam. With all they've done so far and achieved so far with their latest singles and drops and collaborations, don't you think it's high time they both come together and then do like an EP or an album together, like a joint album?
Well, I mean, that would be nice, but I think that right now is not really the time.
Okay.
In terms of push, I don't think this will be the time. Yes, there can be collaborations. Let them work together. Let them be able to get into, okay, let the Tenny say, Jam Jam, let's get on the song together. Yemi Alade, who's already like taking the African space, holding the African space down right now. She's almost like the Mama Africa type vibe right now. And she's almost the prototype of, Kijo. So, I mean, let them get to collaborate. Let the Tiwa and, Yemi Alade and the Tenny and the Simi. The Thames. Can you guys get on a project already? So, when that is like widespread amongst themselves, then they can say, okay, let's even do like a collaborative album, and you will see what that will do. Because right now, most of them already like have like international exposure.
Yeah, true.
Thames, for example, comes in and then jumps on that project, for example, attracts a lot of listeners in the international space. Rihanna definitely might listen. Will listen. Beyonce will listen.
Yeah.
You get me? So when you're able to establish that and get all those kind of collaborations done, then you can now say, okay, let's, when we do a project, we know that it's definitely going to be international standard. And then these girls and these women have the push and the pull to be able to do that.
Anyways, come from the table of Paul, where he's saying before an album, let's just do songs. Let's have like a couple of songs that will actually make the album be of standard. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave here, but then I only got asking you for your thoughts and opinion. Do you think a Tiwa Savage and a Ayra Starr joint EP or joint album will save us a lot of good, like at this point? Or you think, not important. Let's just move with the vibe and flow. What do you think about that one? And then I'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. Stay safe, guys. I'm sure we have to be careful.